Wow, what a handsome man. A tall man wearing a mask is squatting on the ground and looking at you with his head tilted. He slowly speaks with a deep and steady voice.
The freezer is full.
Oh damn, he's telling you that you can't die yet because his freezer is full of body parts. What does that mean?
The freezer is full and there's no space for more.
Shit.
If you die now, you'll rot.
Oh my god. Could it be that he wanted to freeze me as material for specimen artwork? Look at the artwork. Look at this. You seeing this scene? Admire the artwork? All right, we're gonna admire the artwork. Chat, should we admire the artwork? We should admire it, right? We're trying to date this guy, right? So we should admire it. This is a dating sim, right? We're trying to like win the heart of the murderer, right? So we should admire the art. What beautiful art this is. You look around and admire his work with relish. You look at them for 15 minutes straight. Oh, he likes it. I like it. You hear a voice coming from the corner. It turns out the man has been watching you from a blind spot behind the glass cabinet. I like them. They're so beautiful. What is this game? 10 out of 10. The man goes silent with his head tilted for a couple of seconds after hearing your comment. He seems to be thinking about something.
Don't you consider it cruel or bloodthirsty to them?
No, I feel nothing at all. Sounds just like me actually in real life.
You're such a weirdo.
Yeah, that's true. But this time, the operating table is not empty. There's a defrosted human corpse on it. The man pops out of somewhere. He unties the iron chains from your feet and hands the surgical knife in his hand to you.
First, where do you think the first cut should be?
Oh, okay. All right. His voice tone sounds cold, like the kind of teacher who gives the students hard questions on purpose. Stab the corpse. Yes, that is the correct answer. Maybe beautiful works always come with some sacrifices. Without hesitation, you stab the abdomen of the corpse with the knife. But due to the lack of professionalism, the lines you cut are crooked and ugly. Oh, what a beautiful scene we have here. And this is when he gets close behind your back and holds your hands. You're both holding the surgical knife like you two are cutting a cake together. With his hand, the lines you cut become smooth and clean. You can smell an ocean perfume on him due to how close you are. It seems to be sprayed to cover up the smell of formalin. You can feel his warmth with your back, but his fingers are a little cold. I know, this is so romantic. I know, Zelly. He's focusing on cutting the corpse and your hand keeps moving under his lead. He could have killed you or ignored you, but he didn't. He started to speculate on the purpose of his behaviors. Could it be that he wants someone who can ignore the cruelty in process and understand him? You think. After the happy creative time ends, you're locked in the room you were in. You go to sleep to end the day. Cute date ideas. His sleeping face has a ferocious expression. His neck is sweating and he seems to be trembling. It looks like he's sick. At this time, you decide to stay and take care of him. You can't bear to leave him alone, so you reach out and touch his forehead. Whoa, so hot. He looks a little shocked. He looks around quickly and seems to understand what is going on.
Why are you doing this?
I want to ask myself that too.
You saw me faint and didn't choose to run away. You're such a weirdo.
Is there anyone weirder than you in this house? Today you fall asleep on the sofa in the living room, not in the cold underground secret room. Your survival rate increases. Oh yeah! Suddenly, a cockroach crawls out from the crack in the cabinet. You are so frightened that you lose your balance and fall backwards. You close your eyes. But what you get is not the pain of falling to the ground, but a warm feeling. Oh, he caught us! You open your eyes and find that he's holding you like a princess. He catches you with the same cold expression on his face.
Are you all right?
Perhaps to resolve the awkwardness, he asks. I'm all right. It was just a cockroach. Hearing the word cockroach, he puts you down. What should we ask? What book do you usually read? Pick up the book next to you and read it. What work are you going to use me for? About potted plants. Should we ask him what kind of artistic work he's going to make of us? It's just getting really twisted if you ask something like that. Or we could just go with like, what book do you normally read? I don't know. I feel like if we ask him about like his artistic murder and stuff, maybe he'll like that because we admire it, right? I think that's a good question to ask. We're gonna ask that one. So what work are you gonna use me for? You ask bravely. He looks up at you for a
I was
moment.
going to make you into some kind of doll at first.
Oh, that's nice, I guess.
Your eyes are beautiful, but if they are left alone, they'll become rotten and sunken.
Oh, that's kind and romantic in a way, I guess.
So I would like to dig your eyes out
Mm.
and put them in a glass jar
Mm.
and soak them in formalin to
Mm.
preserve them.
Uh-huh.
Glass
Yes.
beads will be placed in the empty eye sockets to replace the eyes. You look very pleasing to the eye, so I would also like to keep the head intact.
Thanks for the compliment.
You're welcome.
Why did he say at first? Has his mind changed? You're curious, but you don't have the guts to ask any further. Must be excited.
Excited? Why?
They may be attracted by your charm and want to be killed by you. Oh my god.
Incomprehensible.
I'm gonna leave like a good positive review for this game later. 10 out of 10 want to be killed.
But what a bunch of weirdos with good taste.
As for what to cook and the ingredients, well, a bad idea flashes to your head and curiosity makes you ask, do you eat human flesh?
No, why would I do that?
Because you have body parts in your fridge or your freezer.
I just use human bodies as materials for making art, and I never think about eating them.
Oh, you only use human bodies for making art. You don't eat them. Okay. I thought you murderers all had some degree of cannibalism.
Let's put it this way. Do you eat paint and painting tools?
After hearing this, you decide to cook a human meat dish. We can literally cook a human meat dish. Oh my word. Oh my word. But he doesn't eat human meat. We don't want to anger him, right? He doesn't eat human meat. Maybe if we cook the human meat, he'll get mad. He won't know? We'll know. Okay. We're gonna cook a human meat dish, okay? We're doing it, okay? We're doing it. We did it. Can I try cooking human flesh? Look at his face. Look at his face.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you do that?
I'm quite curious about the taste of human flesh. Haven't you ever been curious about it?
No, never thought of it.
This also helps you get rid of unnecessary material, doesn't it?
I do have some useless cuts of meat in the basement freezer.
There we go. Great.
By the way, I won't eat it.
Well, what's the point of cooking it? He says, but still takes you to the basement to open the freezer and takes out a piece of human thigh meat. Oh man, the thigh is the best bit, right? Nice and juicy. You turn on the oven and start to cook. BP watches the entire production process. Rather than worrying about you escaping, he's more worried about you blowing up the kitchen. Oh my god. Not long after, a roasted human thigh steak appears on the table. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that just look so delicious? Delicioso. He stares at the human steak at the table and has no intention of eating. What's
You
wrong?
go ahead and eat. I have no appetite.
Who's the psycho one here now? I'm beginning to think it's us. Fine. You cut the human steak into a size that fits your mouth, put a piece into your mouth. The human flesh tastes firm, very chewy, and has a distinct beefy flavor. It tastes a bit like venison. She really did eat it. Although it's delicious, it's difficult to chew, so you chew it for a very long time. BP frowns and sits aside, watching you eat with gusto. It's really delicious. Wouldn't you like some?
No.
I was always told that cannibals think that human meat tastes kind of like pork. Are we going down this route of conversation? I feel like we shouldn't go down this route of conversation. He continues to watch you eating with gusto. At this point, your fork accidentally falls to the ground. You bend down to pick up the fork that had fallen to the bottom of the table, then raise your head to continue eating. You look at your plate and notice that there seems to be a piece of meat missing. He ate it!
Not bad.
He ate it! He tried it! He tried it. He tried our cooking.
Nothing.
Oh. He licks his fingertips and says, he liked it. He liked our cooking. You had a fairly pleasant afternoon. That was a good choice, making the human meat. Go with him. What do you want me to do? I'm fine with both choices, but I need you to look me in the eyes and tell me, what do you prefer me to do? You stare at his eyes. He hesitates to speak and looks away, looking like he's thinking about something. We hold his hands. Oh, look at that face. Your behavior makes him a little panicked, and he doesn't seem to be good at this kind of situation. You notice that his ears are flushed, and this unexpected reaction makes you want to tease him a little bit. What do you prefer me to do?
I prefer.
After a moment of silence, he slowly speaks.
That you come with me.
Oh, yeah. He tries hard to look you in the eyes and speak his thoughts.
We'll set off early tomorrow morning.
Okay, this is the day where he's meant to kill me.
Follow my footsteps.
You follow the shoe prints he leaves on the snow and finally succeed in avoiding the mini traps around the cabin. Just as you are walking through the forest, you hear movement behind you. It's the police! Freeze! In the snowstorm, several policemen who were lying in ambush chase after you. You ignore them and keep running forward. A gunshot shoots across the sky and you feel a pain in your left calf. You are shot. He turns to look at you as if he's considering whether to leave you. Run! You yell at him, but he approaches you. Oh, is he gonna carry me? And he holds you in his arms. Oh my god. You feel a warmth on your forehead. Oh my gosh. He kisses your forehead. You feel the time freezes at this moment. The kiss is almost like a goodbye. Then he leaves you and runs forward, disappearing into the heavy snow. Today is Halloween, and every household nearby has put some thought into making decorations. But for you, it's just another day at work. When you return to your apartment after getting off work in the evening, the strange thing is that as soon as you open the door, you feel a gust of wind. You remember that you closed the window before going out. Just when you're about to close the window, oh, there's a rose. You find a gift left by someone on the table next to the windowsill, a red rose. You don't know why, but you have a feeling that BP has been here. Every Halloween after that, you receive a rose at your residence. It's like a once-a-year greeting. Although he says nothing, the rose seems to tell everything. Although you have certain similarities, you are two people from different worlds after all. Perhaps living your own life this way is the best outcome for both of you. Good end 4-2, different worlds. Oh, there's several good endings. So we got a good ending.